So I'm sitting outside this 1950s style diner, and it was me and my buddy, we drove out in the country, the back roads to get to this amusement park, Canada's Wonderland. And we got here and it's halfway through the day so far, right? And we've already been on tons of rides. We've seen, chicks running and falling on their faces, taking photos, doing all that, right? Me and my buddy were waiting outside, and I just told him, man, it was on my mind that in the past, I've rarely enjoyed and appreciated the moment while I was still in it. Like when I would go on dates, man, I wouldn't tell the girl how I felt during the date. It would hit me after. And then I'd, regret not saying it. And then I'd be like, fuck it, thinking about it during freaking physics class and all that. And even just good times with buddies, man, like hanging out with my buddy, going to some abandoned place. I would never say man, this was such a fun time. We gotta do this all the time. I would never say that, man. I'd be maybe too afraid to, be emotionally vulnerable. I don't know what the term would be, And I was asking my buddy, do you ever, during those, good times ever wonder, hey, are these times gonna pass, man? Am I not enjoying this while it's still here? Like, what's the future gonna hold, man? This could go at any moment, and I'm not fully present. I'm not enjoying this. And we were talking about that, and it was on my mind, and I was like, I'm not letting this happen this time, bro. I'm not doing this again. So cut through, end of the day, right? End of the freaking full day. It's night. It's dark outside. We leave the amusement park after a bunch of rides, laughs, freaking all sorts of things, and we go out for dinner, man. And while we're waiting for this food, I said, guys, let's do a cheers, man. Let's do a cheers. I have something to say. And I told them, man, I looked around the table, it's my one buddy and then 3 other chicks, one of them being his girlfriend. And I just look at them like this friend group that I've been part of for a few months now that I just love, like my first group of friends that I would actually consider good friends. And I look at them and I just say, hey, I didn't know what to say, man. I'm not good with like sentimental stuff. So I'm just like, I really appreciate you guys, inviting me here. It's been such a fun date. I appreciate you guys, being part of this group, man. Is so fun. This is the first group of real friends I have, real friends, as opposed to friends who make plans for parties right in front of you and don't invite you. You make a video talking about that, and then instead of like coming to you and like fucking talking to you about it like a normal person, they just go off and talk to people about it like fucking in the distance, saying how you called them a bitch in some video, as a joke. As opposed to friends like that, these are real, like legit fucking friends. And I was telling this to them, and then it started a freaking chain reaction. We all went around the table and just spreading the love. My one buddy said this is his first friend group of non-toxic friends, his first non-toxic friend group or something like that. And everyone's just going around and we're saying these things, and it was a sick moment, man. I'm gonna be honest. It was weird for me to just say, hey, I have something to say, and saying this emotional, sentimental stuff. Like, I'm not good with that stuff, but I did it, bro. I appreciated the moment while I was still here. I appreciated these people while they are still here in my life, in this fucking fun ass day that we had. It's like that Kanye West lyric from Big Brother, the song he made about Jay-Z on Graduation. No one gets the flowers while they can still smell them, right? Or no one gets the flowers no one gets the flowers while they can still smell them. And that's partly why I love this friend group that I'm in so much, man, because they're like, I'm on the last ride of the day that day, the last ride in the amusement park. We're going up the Leviathan, we're going up. My buddy looks to me, he's like, hey, I'm so glad you can make it out, man. It was a fun day, bro. And it was just a genuine thing to say, man. Like, that might sound like it's not much to freaking say, bro. Bro, at least for me, man, before these people, man, I never heard that shit. I never heard that shit, man. So I was, I was that freaking weirdo loser of a guy, freaking on self-improvement, twitching out about meditation. And before that, I was that weirdo of a guy, freaking on Snapchat all day trying to pick up chicks, just getting screenshotted and posted on stories of the freaking messages I'd send. Like, I didn't have friends like that, bro. I wasn't that guy, man. And now that I'm becoming, that guy, it just hit me, bro. I remember, bro, over half a year ago at this point, I went on a date with this girl, right? And she was like a year older than me, and I was, big dubs, man, big dubs. And I was freaking like, let's go, bro. And I was so proud of it. It went well, I thought, and I was so freaking excited about it. The next day, I go up to my, then friend group of friends, right? And I'm telling them this. I'm like, freaking like, hey, let's fucking go, showing them a photo of her, all this and that, a photo of me and her that we took. And you know what they said, bro? You know what they said to them hearing about this, freaking good news that I had, this thing that I'm proud of, this thing that I'm happy about, that I'm so freaking like hyped over. You know what they said? Because she was older than me, they called me the bitch of the relationship, man. If my buddy of this friend group that I'm in now, my best buddy, if he said that to me, I'd freaking laugh, man, because that's funny. But I didn't laugh then. I'm not a freaking snowflake trying to call people out for jokes, man. Like, my hair is not dyed blue, or, like, I want to make that clear. My hair is not dyed blue or anything like that. I'm not walking around in sandals or anything. I'm not that guy. I'm not one of those freaking vegan type guys, right? But there's just a point where people are just not happy for when shit's going well for you. When you're making progress in your self-improvement, when you're becoming a better guy, you're reaping the benefits of the hard work that you've put in, and you're, you know, getting a better life for yourself. There's just a point where people are just not happy for you when that happens. And that was this case, bro. Like, to be fair, my one buddy, I showed a picture of her and he was like, good job, man, good job. Maybe I'm forgetting some, but everyone else, man, was just like, they were just fucking laughing at me, making fun of me for that. I'm like, what the fuck? Man, it's so dumb, bro, just thinking about it, man. And I don't hate on these people, by the way, because they watch my video. And I'm not hating on these people, man. I've said some shit in that group too. I've said some stuff I shouldn't have. I've, you know, freaking lost my shit. I've gone nuts. But just the contrast of that till now, where I'm like this one girl is saying like, oh, Johnny, you've become so much better than you were, you know, months ago before. Imagine being on self-improvement for 2 years and hearing that, bro. Like, it just hits, man. It just gets through to you. It gets you freaking sentimental, man. And then on actually this night, this dinner, that same girl, she brought up, she's like, oh, Johnny, are you gonna invite us to your baptism? That's because we were talking about, you know, me going to church and stuff and me trying to get baptized. And I was like, yeah, for sure. All you guys are invited. We're just gonna be sick, man. I want you guys to come out and see this and be part of this with me. And like, I was so surprised that she even said that, man. Like, it's crazy to have people like want to be part of your life like that, man. Especially with someone like that, because these people are not, they're either not religious or they're not of my religion, but they still wanted to come out and see that, man. I'm so grateful for it. And I needed to hear that, man. Same thing as I needed to hear that, you know, I've gotten better, that I've made progress, and that I'm becoming a better person. People are recognizing that. I needed to hear that too. And that's why you should tell your buddy you're so grateful for him, because he might need it more than you. It's been a while, man. Don't be afraid to give up the good for the great. Peace out, bro. It's good to be back.